It's tough.
But you just have to keep moving. You have to keep moving. You got to not let them settle.
I think odds are in Conor's favor because it starts standing every round. And unless Khabib can take him down over and over and over again, right off the bat, I think the power's going to be a little much. Wow. The Mystic Mac has that little, he beat some good, Chad Mendez, Jose Aldo, like those guys don't get knocked out often.
Eddie Alvarez.
To October 6th, as we do look ahead to Conor versus Khabib, on first glance, it appears that Khabib is going to throw him down and beat the hell out of him because we've seen Conor taken down before, and we know that Khabib is good at taking people down. We know that Conor can keep a pace on guys that most guys can't deal with. And we know that Khabib has the highest pace in the division. So when we look at that, we think that this is going to be a bit of a steamroll for Khabib. But then when you're confronted with, well, just how good is Conor? So when you watch Conor and you watch Khabib and you think you've got this whole thing figured out, you then watch Jose Aldo, Eddie Alvarez, I'm going to throw Chad Mendez in there, Dustin Poirier. You stand back in amazement of how good and skilled they are, and then you're confronted with the reality that Conor went through them all. And then you're left wondering just how good is that son of a bitch. We know he's good. We would never question that. He's got 3 world titles. I'm counting the interim. But he's got 3 world titles that say he's pretty damn good. So we don't question that. But we are left to speculate just how good. Can my eyes be deceived?
And obviously for Conor, coming back from a 2-year layoff, in my opinion, and it's crazy to say this because of how popular he is around the world, but he's one of the most underrated fighters in the UFC. Everybody thinks because he speaks so well and gets so crazy and everything, it makes him sort of less of a fighter. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. When you talk about pound for pound best in the world, this is a guy who's actually living proof of pound for pound. He jumps from weight class to weight class and fights people in different weight classes. He went out and boxed Floyd Mayweather, and he is literally willing to fight anybody in the world who thinks they're better than him. It's what makes him so popular.